Major labor unions organized a general strike and massive public demonstrations in Greece on Thursday to protest new austerity measures imposed by the EU and IMF.
And the streets of Athens are, once again, scenes of anger and fatigue at budget cuts, joblessness, and austerity many people blame on Europe, and especially Germany. As always in the sovereign debt crisis, the compromise will only work if it can be sold to the people in the member countries, but also, and perhaps especially, the markets.
Many protesters want to send a clear message to EU leaders saying no to further austerity. Ships have stayed in port, public transport in the capital has been disrupted, hospitals have been operating on emergency only, while public offices and many shops have remained closed. Several marches have been planned to coincide with the 24-hour stoppage called by the two largest unions. Greece is planning 11.5 billion euros of cuts to secure its next batch of bailout aid. With the country due to run out of money next month, the government feels it has little choice but to implement the cuts, which include a drastic reduction in welfare and health spending.
There is not a worker in Greece whose life has not changed for the worse. We don't trust them anymore. They are squeezing us from all sides. It's like an endless whipping.
We are sending a strong message to Europe, to the Council Summit, that the people cannot take any more of this harsh and one-sided austerity.
Word of the unrest must surely have spread to Brussels, where Europe's leaders were starting a two-day meeting. Their agenda was to create closer ties, but even so, Europe's two biggest powers clashed over priorities. Hours before the summit began, Germany's leader said Europe needs the right to veto national budgets that violate EU rules.